brash pride.
You may not recognize his name, but the face is unforgettable. Robbie Rist was the cute kid who joined the Brady Bunch at the end of the series and had more than 100 guest-starring TV roles. But once his looks began to change, Robbie's smile was replaced by serious depression.
If you would have caught me 10 years ago, whole nother guy. Whole nother guy. Very, very irritated, very, very cranky.
He's best remembered as Cousin Oliver, the bespectacled boy who joined the show for its last season. But like many child actors, Robbie faced a difficult transition as he reached adulthood. Depressed, he contemplated suicide.
Thinking about it? Sure. Thinking about ending my life? Sure.
Robbie had spent most of his childhood working and loving every minute of it.
What does working mean when you're 6? It just means you don't have to go to school, you know, and, you know, you have grown-ups telling you that you're kind of funny and stuff like that. I mean, that's pretty great.
Wow, I should have moved in with you guys years ago. Come on.
He worked on the show for just 6 weeks, but made an enormous impact.
I'll go to the mall and kids will run up to me and start yelling at me in Spanish, and the only word I understand is Brady Bunch. And that really gives me a little, you know, that gives you some insight as to how big this thing is. Still, after 30 years.
I really like it here. It's super.
By age 9, he had appeared in more than 200 commercials, and when the Brady Bunch stopped, Robbie kept going, playing Ted Knight's adopted son on the Mary Tyler Moore Show. But his real on-set pal was Mr. Grant.
There was this game called Mastermind that Ed Asner got me into, and so we must have played that a whole bunch of times. I believe I played even some chess with him. That was kind of cool.
The work in episodic TV never seemed to dry up for the young actor until he reached his mid-teens. As he grew older, parts were harder to come by, and all the industry seemed to remember was cute little Oliver.
For a while there, it was kind of a drag because, you know, I was, I don't know, 23 or 24, and I'm going, man, was that it? You know, did the only thing that I'm ever going to be known for happen when I was 9 and I wasn't even aware of it?
Robbie suffered through periods of depression, and while he had thoughts of suicide, Robbie took charge before things got out of hand.
I got to a couple of times in my life where I got really bummed out about it, and, you know, I've done the whole therapy thing, all of that stuff, you know. Good heavens, if you need the help, go get the help.
In 1990, Robbie provided the voice of Michelangelo in the hit film Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, though it didn't jumpstart his career.
It definitely looks good on the resume, you know, people go, oh, you're in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I don't think anybody necessarily watched that movie and went, get me that guy. You know, I don't think that happened.
Today, in addition to voiceover work, music keeps the 37-year-old busy. He produces and performs.
I'm better, you know. Completely out of the woods? I don't think that'll ever happen. I don't think that happens with anyone, though.
As for his future in front of the camera,
you're in the trenches. You're a grunt, you know, which I wouldn't want to actually be any other way. I think now, gosh, if like something really huge got landed in my lap, what would I do with it? I'd be like, ah, heroin, you know.
Coming up on Entertainment Tonight, what